cup slot, coffee can slot, important stuff. Oh, we're in Spain. Oh. Alright, good afternoon. Trying something new today, and I have to say, just from the get-go, one of the single best, like, start screens I have seen in a while. I miss shit like this. Also, I miss Volume 2. Oh, it's probably this book. Yeah, that makes sense. Also, it appears we are in Spain, maybe? Or in Great Britain, maybe France. But yeah, this is Spain with Portugal cut out. Right, so this is a turret simulator, heavy turret simulator. I do love games where you control a mech, and with that I don't mean you play as a mech, I mean you actually have to pull the levers. I hope we get to do that here. Very rare, those games, actually. Yeah, we are in Spain. Also, I feel like I have to... Also, other thing, very nice option screen. Calibration fire. A nest has been commissioned. Pre-operational arranging is required before active deployment. The target has been designated by High Command for calibration purposes. Confirmation of fire accuracy is the sole objective. Ooh, loud. Measure, calculate, load, rotate, elevate, a fire. Right. Read. What do we have? Mission. This is a bit fast. For no machine rises alone, it is carried by the operators who answer the call. In the credits, as from the main menu, you will find the names of every son and daughter of Sis Castile who answer the call to mobilization. Supporters, I assume, but first of all, why is the mouse sensitivity so high? Yeah, that's better. Okay, so we have receiver, which I assume, yeah, that's here. Measure in the map, calculate, loader left, loader right, then rotate, elevate, and then fire. Right. I don't think I want to do that. INS is operational. Calibration fire is ordered. Plot your firing trajectory to target on the map. Fire HE shell at the target. INS location H355. Target coordinates. Target is at Q4. Glory to Castile. Target is at Q4. INS location. Then we do measure. Right. INS is H355. Okay, Q442. It is actually just 42. Right, distance. Then here, calculator. What do we have? Input distance to target. Select number of powder charges. Calculate gun elevation. Okay, so we have distance to target. .93. Select powder charges. Select amount of powder charges. How many do I want? How many powder charges do I want? Does it say that? What do we have here? Map icon keys. Ally, enemy, reference point, underground, AP required, high priority. Structure, infantry, recon, artillery, mechanized. Triangulation. Let's see. Mark both bearing angles, the intersection of the target. A bearing distance intersect twice, or through two distances. What do we have over here? Tactical map, measure distance and bearing, delete markers. We have bearing rounding errors. Okay, we do have rounding errors. That's kind of funny. But I do have that right. Yeah, Q4. Wait, no, that's 04. I'm an idiot. Q4. Or 2. So I actually have... Well, good that I measured twice. Also, reading the alphabet definitely helps. Select 2 powder charges, right. Then calculate gun elevation. 53.7. Now we need to rotate to the bearing 85.5. Also, the bearing is irrelevant as the dictated based on where I measure from, I guess. Oh, wouldn't this take immense amounts of arm strength to rotate this shit? Holy... You can see in the background where it rotates over there. So no wonder this takes ages. Can I actually... I cannot... I actually have to rotate with the mouse. That's kind of neat. 85.5. Okay. And then elevation. Left gun elevation. Oh, wait, no, I need to load first. How do I load? Select shell, ram shell, dispense powder charges, ram powder charges. Right, let's see. We have an HE shell. Holy shit. This is loud as hell. I'm not surprised. It should probably be okay. We only do the left gun, I assume. Elevation console, right? From the calculator, which we have 53.7. Auto rotation lever, fine adjustment wheel. So we go to... That is... really amazing volume, however. It is a bit loud. It's still loud. And I do not want to know how loud that shit is before, because it starts at like 75, I think. $53.7. What do we have? Confirm fire mission, aim the firing gun, fire. Arm the firing gun and then fire. Fire mission confirmed, shell type confirmed, bearing confirmed, elevation confirmed, gun is armed. This is amazing. This is literally just a battleship cannon on like a walker. Now I need to read again. Wait, did we, or do I need to redo? Oh, okay. It actually... I assume it was a hit. High command to INS. Calibration confirmed. INS is command ready. Stand by for operational orders. Quarters are located below. Return to your bunk and stand down for the night. The really funny thing is if your shell is big enough, you don't need to be accurate, I don't think. Caps lock to remove. Oh, cat. Wait, the cat is called Hastur. That is a bad name for a cat. That is a bad name for everybody. Holy shit. This is literally just the main menu. This is amazing. Okay, I'm gonna be... Shower. I'm gonna be honest with you, I do not know much about guns. Like, not at all. Cat customization. Yeah, it gets a hat. The cat gets a hat. It gets a red hat. Eye color. Do we have purple? No, but green is good. Take teal. I used to have a cat. She was like grayish with red stripes. She actually also fought absolutely everything in our neighborhood, including dogs, to the degree that the dogs were scared of her. And she was also she like the literal first thing she did while alive was try and fight a combine harvester. She lost. She did lose that, but she did survive. No, pointy ears. Yes, pointy, very pointy. But yeah, it was always kind of funny because we had different cats that didn't try to fight the dogs. So whenever we moved them out, they got shit scared, and one of them pissed on me once when we were near a dog. Exit mission, no. It is the calibration fire, right? To the bunk then. And whenever we brought her out, the dogs ran away. Monsters strike on Mercy Ward. Anti-monarchists detonated a bomb at the hospital's entry courier, murdering 163 and maiming over 300 citizens. A brutal atrocity meant to shatter the very heart of Castile. The attack occurred during visiting hours, which has been described by the king as particularly unsporting. Wait, are we fighting for like the, what was it, Carlos? Is this during this? It is an alternate history timeline. It says at the start, which, by the way, intro sequence also absolutely amazing. What do we have? Punch cards unlocked, HE shell and star shell. And we got a medal. Ordnance efficiency laurel. Still not entirely sure how I calculate how much powder I should use. Intelligence has identified an anti-monarchist element operating within the city. Separately, High Command has scheduled a celebratory illumination over the Royal Palace to mark the General's Peace Initiative. INS has been assigned both operations. Has identified an anti-monarchist element operating within the city. Separately, High Command... So, I assume you can shoot both guns separately. Also, is it smart to have this entire thing for like a singular person? Oh wait. The fuck are you? Oh, are you... I'll see. Oh wait, that's for different shells, huh? HE, flechette, light explosive and armor piercing, high explosive, armor piercing, high explosive. I don't know what the others mean. Is FLCH is this flechette? There you have. A hostile element has been defended within the city. Triangulate the target position, destroy it. HE only. Check it on adjacent typewriter for field reports. Adjacent typewriter. Ah, what do we have? Bearing here, then we have spotter 1, spotter 2, iron nest is here. So we have spotter 1 at M979. M9... 79. Bearing 099. 099 degrees. Then we have spotted 2 and 0260. And we have a bearing of 0.35. Oh no, 35 degrees. If I read that correctly. So we have our intersection here. And then I should go from the iron nest at H355 to here. Which gives us a bearing of 65.8 at 13 kilometers. Get rid of these. Can I eat my beans? Is this beans? Oh no, that's coffee. Right. Leave the coffee on the map. That's where it belongs. I would like my coffee, please. I can't pick it up. Yo, we have markers. So I can basically go and say, yeah, spotter 1 is here. And spotter 2 is down here. And then I can go, okay, target A is at the intersection. And then delete both of these. That's honestly really good. Reset kill token. Oh, this is kill tokens. Right. Reset marker tokens. Regardless, we have our calculations. Distance to target is 13.1 kilometers. Wait, too much. Apparently I use 3 powder charges now. Does it tell me how many? This is the only thing I don't yet quite get. How much powder charges I have to use. Does it tell... Oh, is it based on the distance? That is probably the case. Calculate required elevation. 52.4. And then I can move different things around. Empty 03. Right, let us load. HE shell. That's what we want. How to charge storage, charge RAM system pressure. I feel like I will not need most of this information. Ah, shit, I forgot. Can we? Okay, just do that one again. Bearing 65.8. Do we have here? Oh, we can. That makes that a lot easier. Need to turn it off early enough. Ah, okay, that zone is there. 65.8. And then the left elevation at 52. So you can kind of do the rotation. I think I'll make it a tad quieter still. You can do the elevation and the rotation at the same time, basically. 51.3, that's good. 52.04. Right, we have fire mission confirmed. Yeah. Well, I hope I did that right. We have shell time confirmed, bearing confirmed, elevation confirmed, gun armed, holler, and this is really well made. And it does track it on the map, so you can actually look, but it doesn't always give you the... I think that was a full hit. Let's see. Target destroyed. Reconnaissance photos transmitted. 2 additional hostile elements have been identified in recon photos. Destroy both before proceeding. Right, thankfully we now have them exactly. So we have 1. And then we have 2. Question is... can we get both at once? I wanna try. Directly in the middle of them. Which is the third one. So, new distance, and now I want to see if I go just... yeah, okay, the powder charges are distance based, that makes sense. 12.97 at 3, calculate. This one I don't need anymore. So... go to... okay, we're nearly there already. Load 1. AG. Push it in. This honestly, from the description of the game, I feel like this should look a lot more grungy, but then again, it is an entirely new machine. Also, I still can't load the right gun. 68. Because I feel like these shells are big enough to wipe out 2 riots at the same time. If I had the right gun around right now, we could do it. Also, this is a clock, huh? So you do... I feel like it might be that you do have limited time later on. Which means you have to hurry. 51.88. Let's send it. Let's see if we hit. Also, get this one out. This thing is flying for like a minute. Targets destroyed. Phase 1 complete. The second fire mission is not authorized. High Command orders Star bursts over the Royal Palace. Ordnance Star Shell only is a non-combat operation. Procedure. Fire in the vicinity of the coordinates below. A ground observer will mark corrections directly on impact recon photos. Adjust and repeat fire until High Command confirms satisfactory burst position. Yellow numbers, distance from the impact point to the target. Can I? I cannot. Ah, here. Yellow numbers, distance from the impact point to the target. Yellow arrows, direction. Right. Approximate illumination coordinates 5.5, right. This is very well done. Okay, we have spotter 1, who is still, I assume, the same spotter as up there. So M979. I assume that these will remain. We have 249 from spotter. This is probably over here at an approximate distance of 5.5 kilometers. What do we have? 249. Hate doing accurate things like that. So now we have to go from here to approximately there, which is 0.9 for 4.2 kilometers. This one goes a lot faster than the rotation and such. Okay. Gun elevation 53.4. Choose the star shell. Put it in. Is the star shell just... Is the star shell literally just like a firework? Right, so we have a bearing of 0.9, meaning we go heavy to the left. And we go, what, 53... We have 9 degrees. No, wait, we have 0.9 degrees. This is basically directly above. Directly, not above, directly to the north of us. Then here we have 49, so up to 53.04. I hope that is correct. Also, I assume that in later missions I will not have the time to observe it moving. .72 kilometers this direction. Wait. Yellow numbers, this is from the input point to target. Direction from input point to target. That means I have to go this way for what? 3.27 kilometers. Apparently I was heavily off. And then I also have to go like this. Right, okay. Get rid of these. And then you to there. I'm gonna do the first one first. Right, we have what? 5.44 kilometers. Okay, we need 2 apparently now. This one we have done. Okay, bearing 323. Star shell, load it in. Also, isn't the firework at like 1 in the afternoon kind of wasted? Wait, we have a bearing of 328. Oh, we got actually really close. 323.8. And only 32 point. 32.64. Nearly perfect. I'm surprised this man is still sitting. Now we have, what is this? Distance 6.03 kilometers. High command to Iron Nest. Starboard's position confirmed. Satisfactory. Fire mission complete. Stand down until further orders. Wonderful stuff. Wonderful stuff. Do we have a guest? Cat. I could not imagine living in a thing like this. Founding recruits in honor of the operators who reinforced Castile's supply lines through Patreon before August 2nd, 2026. It is list of Patreons, which I'm gonna be honest, I do not pay attention to Kickstarters and such, which is how I found out. Who's calling me? Give me 1 second. Alright. Apparently it was my brother and sister-in-law cat. A cat with a neat little hat. You do... They did actually apparently provide everything. You have a toilet with not a lot of privacy, a little sink with a mirror that didn't work, shower. I think this is probably heating of some kind, or maybe you can leave. Cup slot, put the cup back in. You cannot make... You can stand on the desk, but you cannot make coffee. You can stand on the lamp apparently. Nah, you can't. Right. They have various records around. A night of celebration marked by atrocity. The General confirms commitment to peace. Majesty the King has entrusted me with a sacred mission, the General stated. The peaceful unification of the Iberian people through reconciliation. It is a mission I do not abandon lightly. When pressed as to what he meant by lightly, the General could not elaborate. What you see is unverified. Yep, for sale. Earplugs. Wanted witnesses to nothing unusual. How many times must we turn the other cheek? The only correspondent lives written in the blood of innocence. Are we a false flag operation? Is what I currently see. Is that we are a false flag operation, from what I can tell. We blow shit up, and then in the papers it says, nope, was them other guys. Anti-monarchist forces have maintained an occupation of Ciudad Real. Ciudad? High Command has ordered the city restored to the Crown. INS has been repositioned to support the operation. Requisition procurement is authorized to meet operational requirements. Right. It appears we are moving. What do we have? The city is to be cleared of hostile elements. Destroy 5 hostile infantry units within the designated urban sector. Note, requisition council is authorized for ammunition and powder charge procurement at your discretion. Be prepared. Spotter bearings are accurate to within 0.5 degrees. This margin rarely affects a fire mission. It may matter when bearings run near parallel and when several measurements compound. Request additional intel if a solution seems uncertain. Repositioning complete. INS 60 I-653. Observation assets, spotter 1, spotter 2, spotter 3. Check adjacent typewriter for field response. Believed active and friendly, what do we have? Repositioning complete. Intelligence incomplete, believed active in friendly urban sectors. Intelligence complete, believed in active in friendly urban sectors. Incomplete, right. Infantry. Right on. How do I requisition things? Yo, what the fuck, we can move up here? Holy sh... It's a bit weird that you have to walk up here. To close the blinds. But I did think of everything. And here is, I think, the requisition. Requisition credits 300. What do we have? HE shell. Medium capacity high explosive. Medium blast radius. Parachute delayed elimination shell. Lights the target for scouting. Anti-powder charges. Request scout plane flyover location. Armor piercing shell. Okay, so I assume we can do the first 3. This is very nice that they can just you can just do that. Like, let us place our spotters. We have, what do we have? F10. F10 37. Then we have, what is this? K5, HK5 on 20. It starts with 0, which is very much appreciated, and number 3, E2. on 05. Where's Iron Nest? I7. Can we? We can place ourselves. We have on I7. Wait. Where are we? I653. I wrote it down. Perfect. I653. We actually did move quite far, so I can remove you. Then infantry 1. Spotter 1. 220. Bearing 222 from spotter 1. Oh, this is the city we're in. 222 degrees. And then 270 from spot 2. So we have our first mark here, which would be this. Then the second infantry is, what is this? 277 from spot 2. And 351 from spot 3. So second goal is in 5-8. Here. Yeah, 8.4, good. Then the third, 4.94 from spot 1. Actually, it's 4.94 kilometers from spot 1. And 3.96. Do I have like a... I do have a circle. Perfect. Okay, 4.94 from spot 1. And 3.96 from spot 2. Okay, as it's in the city, I assume it's over here. Okay, start with the first one. We will have... What is this? 8.4. To the target. So that's the first one. We will go... We don't have shells. Well, get me 3 HE shells then. Where can I... Ah, there. Left magazine. 1, 2, and 3. And now we have shells. Perfect. Put it in. Then rotation to, what is this? 261. We can actually go ahead with the second calculation. What is this? 5.03. You go to about 50. It's 61.1. What is this? 50.4. Nearly perfect. Let's see. Then we do have... Alright, load the next shell. Can't load yet because we're going down. But we can start rotating to 264. .2. Direct infantry destroyed ceasefire, friendly propagation standard. What? The fuck you mean friendly propagation friendly station? Oh. Well, I couldn't know that, I guess. Actually, I maybe could if I just, you know... I wanna see... Get me a scout plan. Oh, fuck. I want to go to... What is this? D558. D5. Wait, that's a good question. What bearing do I go there? Like if we start by 0, 0, it'd be 32.6. Or is this from me? In which case it would be 264. Let's see. Okay, that's good to know. Send a recon photo strip, check map. So now we know where we have our stuff that we need to avoid. But here it appears we don't really have any issues, so... Go ahead and send that, I guess. 264.2. 5.3 kilometers. We did calculate that to... Oh wait, lock for loading. Send it in now. So I actually have to pay attention to that as well. Which means I will need to actually get photos. And if I see it correctly... It kind of did fly this way, yeah. I think it started a bit off from that. And then went in there, right. We go for about 30. You are 264.2, yes. .18. Alright. Then next we have 5.25 kilometers. Calculate 33.12. What do we have? Forward observers report a bottle across the river. Priority target designated. Priority conduct recon flight over grid P4. Confirm position, then neutralize with AP ordnance. Note recon plane requisition card has been issued. Authorize overflight. Glory to Castile. Right, P4. P4. Bearing, I guess, 0. Let's see what happens. Then they just go straight up, yeah. But it appears we have that there, so let us just whip. Don't need those two anymore. 107.55 kilometers. I think I'll prioritize that. Send it. I'll need another HE shell as well. Okay, put that in. $55.3. Ah, yes. 108. So this is the second one. This is the current priority. 101.8. The recon flight, the problem with the recon flight is that it does cost quite a lot. Like 60, if you get 5 per target hit and it costs 60, you cannot do that for every target. Like literally not possible. What do we have? 45.3. I do like how the map table is kind of angled. $45.30. We did confirm those 3 kills. Make to infantry number 2, 4, and 5. Perfect. So this one's fulfilled. Next is this one. Yo, you can put them on the map. That is amazing. Well, I don't need those anymore. Okay. It's a bit weird that the right-hand elevator goes from, like, top to bottom, and the other one... Yeah, I skipped when I shouldn't have done that. Also, very much appreciate that you can interact, so you're directly looking at what you're doing, but you can also just do it, like, without going in. Uh, 33.12. That is a massive, like, just block at the end. Also, don't put your hand in there. $270.1. All right. Oh, you can move it back up. You can move it back out. That's kind of neat. Why would you do that? I don't know. Also, my blinds are down. Nah, well, I'll fix that tomorrow. Hold on. Please move my blinds back up. Well, or not. Right, did we confirm destruction of... Direct hit. Destroyed. My command still needs that ammo bunker eliminated, hit it with AP. Wait. Oh. That's an ammo bunker. If it's a bunker, yeah, the HE probably won't do a whole lot. How many powder charges do I have? Fuck. Don't need that anymore. Now I need to calculate this one again. 7.55 kilometers. Can I just note that down? No, I cannot. Let us just draw the line again. 108, 7.55 kilometers. Yep. Calculate me that. Can I just... I cannot just copy that. Okay. 45.3, 2 charges. Oh, there it says 81. Okay, so we do have a number of those. Back to 108. Did it? Do I have to guess? Wait. Prior to conduct recon flight and ended with AP ordnance. It did say that. I should have read. I'm an idiot. Eight. This shit is so loud. $45.3. Right, AP. So I wasted an HE shell, basically. Not good. I do like that it doesn't ever show you the shell moving. Like the actual shell flying. It only shows you on the map. That's very good touch. Sector cleared. Local garrison will consolidate from this point. Stand down until further orders. Glory to Castillo. Right, priority target supply cap plus 75 requisition. Yeah, but you have to pay for the recon flight, which is like 60, and then for this, so it is also just 10. Star Shell only costs 2. Reset the punch cards. Go clean up. Very nice. Okay. Time to go sleep. Cat. This cat must be absolutely fucking terrified every time a shell goes out. The royal city reclaimed! Ciudad Real! Holy shit, this is very loud. Honestly, Trust what you're told when you see it and verify. Do not speculate. Amazing stuff, that. We did not get those unbroken volley consecutive kills across successive fire missions. Yeah, because I didn't use the AP. Mission requisitioning, only minimum assets necessary. Failed that as well. Let me just go ahead. I'm gonna turn this down a little. Actually, I want to keep this high. Except the music down a little bit. Do I repeat that? I want all of the medals to be fully... Oh, skirmish. Enemy... Skirmish, chill, uncontested front. Enemy forces have been caught mid. I think I'll do this one again, maybe? No. I will repeat the missions I haven't gotten all medals for at some point. Enemy forces have been caught mid-resupply in an exposed position. No counter-battery threat has been identified in the site. The High Command has authorized engagement at 9's discretion. If the rebels have shit like this, we're kinda lost. This is a replayable sandbox mission. There is no end. There is no objective. I understand. There is an objective. Destroy. What do we have? Enemy forces have been caught, military supply, they are exposed. Right, no underground supply caches are present in this sector. AP ordnance required for destruction. Cache destruction yields additional requisition. Right, what do we have? They are all very close by each other. H6, B6, and H8. Well, not really all that close. What do we have? Reference point Alpha. Target. Right, okay. Let's set it up. We are at E8. E860. Then spot 1, H658. H658. Spot 2, B647. And spot 3 at H8. 29. Yeah, these two are relatively close by each other. Reference point Alpha. Bearing 7. Okay, we have a distance from spot 2. This is 14.94 kilometers. Yeah, that is basically the entire country. And then from what? From bearing 079 from spot 1. Doesn't tell me the bearing. The white does not tell me the bearing. This doesn't tell me the bearing. We have bearing 079 degrees, so... here. Meaning reference point Alpha is approximately there. Yeah, let's just say it's about there. Let's make it very accurate. Good, get rid of this and this. Then, yeah, reference point Alpha we have. Bearing 032 from Alpha. It's like... yeah, that's like up here. And then bearing 087 from spot 3. Who is it? 28, not 29. Okay, target 1 has been identified. Over here. Distance 10 from 10.85 from spot 1. So this is kind of just like practice. Not really, it's targeting practice, so no, yeah, the yellow from spot 2. No, it's from alpha 0.40. It's like this distance. 047 to there. Get me market target 2. Then target bearing 251 and distance 779 from target 3. Bearing 251 and distance from target 2. 7.79 kilometers. So they actually do require you to have different, like, bearing 251. Okay, so target 3 is relatively close to us, huh? Okay, get rid of all these lines. I can actually kind of just, like, delete all map measurements. Good. Do I know anything about these targets? Like, what is cache destruction, iron and nest, spot on galactic steel? So I have to actually check what they are for as little money as possible. So I'm gonna start with a recon flight from R9 with a bearing of 251 and hope we see the last target as well. R9 bearing 251. Get me the scout plane. There it is, R9 with a 251. Let's see. Okay. Was smart because I was kind of off. With 3. Okay, so what do we have? We have infantry, artillery, mechanized. Okay, so infantry is the X, meaning these are both bunkers, I assume. Supply cache. What was the CVT? Supply cache. There we have a infantry. These are targets. The supply cache, I assume I have to get with. So we will focus these supply caches here. And I assume they have to go with. Armor piercing. So let's get ourselves 4 armor piercing shells. And now we can actually do the left and right magazine. Unfortunately, none of the bearings are close enough together that it matters. But I can load both and then just switch. Okay, so 5.9 kilometers. 5.9 kilometers, 2 shells. That's the first, and then the second is 7.09 kilometers. Also 2 shells. Let me actually... This is 5.9, this is 90.82. This is really neat that you can just put that there. So we will have these. Load in the AP. I swear, fuck. I skipped one again. I need to stop doing that. AP here as well. 2 charges. Let us already go to 95. So 35.4 for the first one, which is, yeah. About here, and then you are 42, so about there. 95.5. 35.4. Okay, this one should be done, and this one is 42.54 degrees. No, 54, not 45. Oh, you can link them so they're on the same. Right, I don't necessarily need to do that right now. So if I understand that correctly, first pull the left one, arm the firing gun with these, and then fire. So if I now go AP loaded, left one, fire. Okay, our shit also falls apart. Good to know. Now we go to 90.8. I assume that there will be counter artillery at some point. Perfect. What are these? Those are mechanized. So basically tanks. Armored personnel carriers or something like that. Perfect. So these actually do give a lot of requisition because I can't see the airplanes. Well, they are expensive, but they do go relatively far, huh? Right, next 12.9 kilometers. 12.19. Now we need 3. That's for the first one, and then we have, what is this, 13.37 for the second. Then we will go ahead and start loading. You move over to 48. Doesn't need a whole lot. So if I see that correctly, you need a powder charge for every like 5 kilometers. That was too far. 48, the first one. I think the smartest move, in case there is ever like fire back, 48.76, and you have 53 point something. And if I link, they go together, yeah, unlink. 48.76. And then here we have 43.0, very close. 48. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Left turret, send it. Can't even hear because of too much shit going on. We also have multiple of these bunny claws. Yeah, 2 for 2 guns. That makes sense. And then we see more infantry and such. Oh, and this is how big of a crater we make, basically. So you actually have to you have to kind of go here and say, yep, this goes there. We need to hit with this. Right. All targets confirmed. Yeah. Now, target 4 spotted, grid L740. So this just gives you more and more targets to shoot at, which is neat, but I think I'll do story first. Also my ears start hurting, which is maybe not a good sign. Rumors are dirty, do not carry them in your mouth. But sail home, some reassembly required. Second-hand roof tiles, scattered but recoverable, bring your own ladder. Pre-ventilated headwind shows smooth airflow to the brain. Minimum of 20 kills per shot ratio, sustain consecutive kills. Acquisition and deployed a substantial volume of assets over the course of the mission and destroyed multiple enemies with a single shell impact. So this is... Oh, it has a little... It shows on the map what you did. That's kind of funny. Can I not? Anyway. Enemy forces have deployed artillery across the river in response to recent operations. This was anticipated and has been cleared for active engagement under direct fight conditions for the first time. Okay, my ears hurt. I don't think I do another one because I love this, but probably an hour at a time. As such, I hope you have a nice evening. Hope you have a good night later on. Well, first of all, again, thank you for watching, and then I hope you have a nice week.